button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk. Welcome to Rokk Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk. Why, it's all going well today, isn't it, Mrs. Struth? I don't know what happened there. We went live at the normal kind of time. Hang on a second. Let me illuminate the situation here. Yeah, why is that not working either? Oh, vey. Hang on a minute. Manual override. Boop. Wow. Yeah, so we went live at the normal time, and then 2 minutes in, I don't know why, YouTube just died. It just died. And that was the end. And now I can't get my lights to work. Wow. Oh well, I tell you what I'll do. I'll put up a really bright screen. There you go. Whoa. How are you guys? Sorry about that. Thank you all for jumping in. I hope you're well. Struth, that's kind of caught me out, that has. I don't know what was going on. We were live and then we weren't, and then I was panicking and I managed to get it all up and running again. But what a pain in the orifice. Good to see you, everybody. How are you? Rockmouth, good to see you. Ant was here first. Bless him. I was a previous stream, but yeah, you know the story. Hey Al, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And Joe, hey, how are you, bro? Hope all you rockers are doing well. Joe has got a new job, I believe. So he's been very busy, so it's an absolute pleasure to have you join us, my friend. Thank you so much. Al says, happy GFN Thursday. Yeah, we got some GFN news. Actually, I've got some GFN news that isn't mentioned by GFN, which will be quite interesting. We'll have a look at that in a second. Neil says, hey Rokk, hey chat. And then Ant says, Rokk Show, did you hear that YouTube is allowing you to have more features on their own live streaming service? Like you can add a guest now. Yeah, that's been out for about, I saw that Popper there Gaming, is that his name? He was tweeting. It's actually been around for about 4 or 5 months, but it only works on a mobile device. So if you're streaming from your phone, you can invite someone in, which, you know, okay, cool. But I've never really seen the advantage. And the problem I have with all of those kind of added value features for YouTube and stuff is they're also bare bones. And quite honestly, I think if you are serious, that serious enough to want to do content, you're probably going to use OBS or Streamlabs or StreamYard or Melon or Restream or EVMux or any number, or Prism, any number of tools. But, you know, just firing up your phone and then inviting in a friend so you split the screen in half, I kind of think that's not great, but we'll see. I mean, I do like the fact that they're trying hard, and in fact I've got to get in touch with them because they wanted to show me a new feature. I've got an email about that, so I'll have to get that sorted. But hey ho, the rushes go. What previous stream, Rokk, are you holding out on me again? Yeah, I was just before you jumped in. There was 2 minutes of this show with the music, and then I thought, oh, there's not many people in today, and I refreshed it and realised that it had died. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this is going to be okay, this one. But anyway, it's Thursday. We're almost there. I can't believe how quick these days come around. It's quite scary. It's quite scary. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're keeping well. I tell you what I haven't done in my blind panic. I haven't got the exclamation mark win in. So let me get that going here a second. Just hold your horses there, boys. Alrighty, where are we? 𝒬𝒑𝒡, that's the fella, and giveaways, that's the sister. Let's clear the old one, so 1 second while it says it's ended, and then I shall start it again. There we go, let's get that going, exclamation mark win. I'm sorry that I've gone dark again, I don't understand why my 𝒍𝒑𝒡 light isn't working. It's actually quite annoying. Oh, it's definitely on, isn't it? Let me just turn it off and on again, and then off it goes. Oh, it's annoying as heck. Yeah, just not working. So what I'll do is I'll put me on a monitor screen. Actually, yeah, that'll do. That's fine, isn't it? Dum 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 dum. It was a bit loud yesterday. All right, there it goes. So that's running. Thank you, guys. Thursday. Yeah, that's it. It says one waiting. Let me just refresh. Oh, please don't kill it. That's what happened last time. No, it's not died. That's better. That's better. It's Thursday. Have I told you that it's Thursday yet? I'm running out of stuff. I'm just completely confabulated. Defibrillobed. I had a singing lesson today, my third one, and I recorded it today. Well, I recorded bits of it. I probably didn't record the best bits of it, but I thought... You know, I thought to myself, if I record my singing lesson or my vocal coaching, I should put it into its proper context, and then put a video out, maybe once every couple of weeks. It'll be a bit like, you know, when you have those diet videos where they start off quite big, and then week by week you see them getting thinner and thinner and thinner. So I thought I'd do that. And that would be me. Dorgan, how are you, my friend? What is up, Rock and Chat? Dorgan enjoyed the video. Well, thank you, my friend. Very much the beginning, the before, and then I'm hoping not going to be the same song, obviously, but I'm hoping over successive weeks and months, we'll see a difference. That's what I'm hoping for. I've entered into a little deal with my vocal coach, who needed a website for his band. And I wanted singing lessons, so we've done a quid pro quo. I'm going to build him a website, and he's going to give me singing lessons for life. Or something like that. Rock says, Ant, that's what I did with playing the violin. But I didn't get that good. Oh, bless you. Yeah, but it's practice. Musical instruments are practice. The problem with musical instruments, as opposed to your voice, which is an instrument, but you've kind of been practicing it all your life, right? When you pick up any new instrument, you've got the technicality of this device that you have to learn how to get the best out of, on top of which, if you don't know music, and music's quite mathematical. I can't read music. I struggle. I've always been terrible at maths my whole life. I've learned little tricks and hacks to help me to cope with maths. And to the extent that I can do it as good as a lot of people that I know that are really good at maths, and sometimes even better, but I can't do it naturally. It doesn't happen. I have to think about it. So music, written music, I've always struggled with, you know, because it's all in fours and beats and stuff and different mathematical patterns. But I can play music just by ear. As is the case with a lot of musicians, a lot of professional musicians who don't read or write music. I worked once with a guy who has a very successful band, actually, does a lot of stuff up at the Royal Albert Hall. And he can't read music, he can't write music. So he would create a song, and he would record it and give that song to a composer who would then write the sheet music for him. That happens a lot. Wow, the giveaway ended, or is that old? No, that's old. Keep going, my friend. I started it after we went live, because we had a problem going live. I had to go to, that's why I'm going from light to dark as well, because my light's not working. I don't know what the hell's going on here today. It's quite depressing, to be honest. If I exit from it, let me try firing it up again. 𝒍𝒑𝒡. Where is it? It's that light. It's not even called 𝒍𝒑𝒡. It's called light. No, it's not night light. I thought it was 𝒍𝒑𝒡. Camera hub, wavelength. Oh, where's it gone? Rubbish. Stream Deck face cam. I don't know. It's called Light LED. This is really entertaining, isn't it? Wow. Oh well, forget. I'll just leave a white screen on, that'll do it. Oh look, Killer Platypus. Hey Rokk. Hey Killer. Are you down under, mate? Are you right now down under? I know, it was awful. I did live there for a number of years when I was little, but that was a long time ago. Getting in all of them, yeah. Adam won yesterday, got his code. So he's, I don't know that you can actually play though, can you? Oh, I've got a code to give away. Do I do it tomorrow? Or do I do a bigger one? I don't know. I'll have a think about it. I'm not allowed to say till tomorrow even what it is, but I will. I enjoyed your singing coming through all the speakers in my car. Oh, bless you, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's raw. That was raw. That was literally, okay, let's try again, and I just happened to be recording it. I don't think it was even the best rendition on the day, but I did 2 in the recording that I took. And I felt the first half was better than the first half on the second one, so I actually put them together. So you've actually got the first half of one rendition and the second half of the other rendition. But I think there was an earlier rendition that was much better. But if you want, I can play it later. It's my video. I can do what I want. Rokk, how are you, my friend? How are you, Vet? How's your arm, brother? How's the old arm? Neil used to play the trombone in a band with a pianist band leader who couldn't read music but could play anything by ear flawlessly on request. He said he tried to learn but couldn't. Everybody's brain works differently. Now, it's true. When I was at school, I was literally in the remedial class for maths. I mean, I was in the class with dunces, with people with proper learning difficulties. And yet, and we had one computer in the whole school, is how I'm talking about 78, 79. There was one computer in the school and I never saw it. It was in a room on its own and only the top maths folk. Little did they know that I would end up owning a software company. Stuff them, I say. Can maneuver it a bit, but still very sore. Oh, I bet you're still taking painkillers, brother, aren't you? That's nothing worse. I think the worst, apart from my broken fight nose, I think the worst I have ever had was when I tripped off a curb and splintered my ankle. That was horribly painful. So I know it's not nice. No way, Jose, is that nice. So we've got a couple of bits of news. Of course, it's GFN Thursday. So we have some GFN stuff. I've got a little piece of GFN news as well, which we'll have a look at. And of course we have the wheel. And if you want to, and only if you want to, I can play my little singing video. So the concept is that, I've been singing all my life in the shower. I've never had any kind of lessons. I've never sung in public. And my wife, bless her, bought me some singing lessons. Just 2, I think. 2 singing lessons for Christmas or my birthday, I forget which. And I really enjoyed it. He's a lovely guy, my vocal coach. He's really good. He's really young. He's in his 20s. He's actually in a band. They've just signed a record deal as well. They're on Spotify and stuff. So he's a really lovely fella, and so he's in tune, and I don't mean musically, I mean he's not like an opera singing vocal coach or anything like that. He's very much into contemporary music, and he runs and things. So he was a perfect match for me. Really, really happy with that. But I'm kind of thought to myself, how people do those videos where, you start off, you do a diet video and you start off, or just going to the gym. You start off as a little thin little fella. And then, you sort of over successive months of videos, you end up like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, I'm not suggesting I'm going to end up like Luther Vandross at the end of this one, but I just thought I could start with how I am now, pretty raw. I mean, I've had a couple of lessons, but nothing major. It's more about finding where I am and everything. And then in a month or two, we can sort of have a look and think, you know, wow, okay, that's been a massive improvement. Amp wants me to play it. The worst one for me, says Dorrigan, was coming off my mountain bike. Didn't break anything, but ruined my nerves. Yeah, confidence, right? Confidence. It's coming off of anything. I fell off a horse once. The thing about falling off a horse is, at speed, they can go as fast as a bike, and they're like 7 feet off the ground. It's a hell of a fall. Ow. My wife, bless her, she not only came off a horse, the horse collapsed on her and rolled over her, breaking pretty much every bone in her, kind of from her pelvis down. She was in a real state, bless her. She still suffers now. She still has to have physio. This is, I mean, I'm talking over 20 years ago now, and she still has to have occasional physio just to try and get the, seeing if I can get the brightness up a bit here for you guys, just so that she can, you know, get through the day. It's what happens. That'll do for now, I think. Miss Phoenix, hello. I once kneed myself in the face and damaged my cheekbone. Ooh, no alcohol involved, says she. And a story for another day. Guys, before we move on to the news, let me just get this video out the way. Ant would like to see it, and I'm not even sure where it is, to be honest with you. Did I even save it down? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. So I'm just going to go to it. We're going to play it. It's about 2.5 minutes long. Just to remind you, this is very early days in my singing lessons, okay? So don't shoot me too much. Hopefully it won't hurt your ears. But what I want to do is do one of these every few weeks, and then sort of go, yeah, there's a definite improvement there, or not. And then who knows? Who knows? Rocket's epic. Bless you, brother. Right, I'm going to do it now. Here we go. I'm not going to be on it, but I have got some visuals, so it won't be boring, just noise. Okay, here we go, guys. Let me transition. Turn down the lights, turn down the bed, turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me, tell me no lie, just hold me close. Don't patronize, don't patronize me, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can make your heart feel something that it won't. Here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart, and I'll feel the power, but you won't. No, you won't, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't. I'll close my eyes, then I won't see the love you don't feel when you're holding me. Morning will come, and I'll do what's right. Just give me till then to give up this fight. And I will give up this fight. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something that it won't. Here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart, and I'll feel the power, but you won't. No, you won't. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. Nice. Ain't no use in you trying.
Nice, really, really good. Like that a lot.
Look at that, final and muted himself. There you go. What do you think of that then, guys? That's my starting point. So from there, I'm hoping it's going to get better. Oh, now accepting bookings for weddings, christenings, and bar mitzvahs. Yeah, even funerals. I don't want to leave any chapter of life out. Fantastic. Thank you, Vet. So that was my third singing lesson today. And I'll be doing one of those every few weeks just to see how it's improving as it goes. Thank you, Anne. I really appreciate your support and generosity, my friend. Thank you, Ray. That's very kind of you. So we'll see. We'll see if it... there's definitely some Gary Barlow in there. Well, I left him up from last week. Get out, Gary. Be on your bike. Oh, Rockshow, my wife said she'd subscribe to listen to you read books. Oh, bless. She said she loves your voice. Well, there you go. For funerals, can you give me some Highway to Hell? Yes. That would be funny. I was trying to think earlier, what would be my... You know, if I have to be a genre, my vocal coach thinks I'm more in the crooner space. But I don't know. Do you know what? I'm kind of... Not that I've ever really been into country, but I'm sort of feeling country about myself. I might have to do some... I might have to kind of get down with, you know... I might have to go down to Nashville, cut myself a record. Right, let's get some news out of the way. Now we've had that embarrassing 10 minutes done. Definitely some swing. Oh yeah. What's GFN Thursday? Of course, GFN Thursday. Rock Buble. Rocky Bubbles. What have we got today? Well, we got EA's Grid Legends. That's now on GeForce Now, if that's your thing. I know there's a load of folk out there that are majorly into the car stuff, which is good. Not my thing, but there you go. Plus, new content for Rainbow Six Siege, which is generally available, I'm guessing. But obviously, if you have that on GeForce Now, I think it's free to play, isn't it? You can crack in with there. Dorgan says, do some Johnny Cash, Brad Paisley or Trace Adkins. Okay, Johnny Cash I am aware of. I'm not aware of Brad Paisley or Trace Adkins. I'll check them out, my friend. Thank you. K-Spore, hey Rock, that was good. George Michael was a legend. Yeah, it's funny because I did the song last session, which was 2 weeks ago with my vocal coach, and he had he's a massive, loved the song, who doesn't? but he was only familiar with the 𝒠𝒡𝒏𝒡 version, which is actually different quite substantially different, I think, to the George Michael version, which is the version that I've kind of grown up with. I'd listened once to Bonnie's, and she wrote the thing originally. And then Adele did a version which I don't like at all. So it's the George Michael version that I end up singing, whether I'm consciously doing it or not, because that's the version that I'm a massive, beyond massive fan of George Michael. I always have been. I loved him to pieces, and incredibly heartbreaking that he had to leave in that way as well. Hey Rock, that was good, George Michael. And Grid Legends multiplayer for old times Stadia's sake. Yes, your voice is very soothing. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. So anyway, we'll be doing some more of that in the future. If you want me to, if you don't want me to, I won't do it. I won't subject you to it. If it was a bit because it's subjective, right? Plus, 2 new cities are now online. This is true. So Chicago and Montreal have completed upgrades. So there you go. The East Coast is slowly being filled in. I would have thought by now, because we had a place, I forget what it was called, Sand something, which was up towards New York. So you've kind of got New York-ish, Chicago, Montreal. So you've got quite a nice triangulation now. So I wouldn't be surprised if anywhere on the East Coast now can pretty much get access to the 4080. He was GOAT, 100% zero, 100%. And do you know what a lot of people don't realize? If you go and listen to any of his albums, any of his CDs, not only did he write, obviously, a load of the material, anything that was unique was written by Mr. Michael, or 𝒍𝒍𝒻𝒂𝒧💧, whatever his name was, but he produced it all in his own home studio. So he layered all the instruments, played them all himself. The vocals are all his vocals, even when he has choir. It's him multi-layering. He produced the whole lot himself. I'm sure there are some instances where he had to pull in violins and strings and bits and pieces, but in the main, did it all himself. The other guy that did that blows me away, was Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra, the ELO. So whenever you see old footage of ELO on stage when they went touring, they were just session musicians, because everything he did was him. Was at home in his little recording studio. Again, all the instruments, all the multi-layered vocals, all the music, everything was Jeff. He's still around as well. I think that's genius. I genuinely do. And nobody, you wouldn't know it to listen to it. You'd think it was a big band sound, pre-synths as well. I mean, there's a load of electrics going on in there, but a lot of those instruments weren't electric. Just amazing. He's just an amazing artist. Chariot, hello, brother. What is up, Rock? Oh, good, my friend. I hope you're well. I'm annoyed, actually, Chariot, that I can't get my light to work. I feel very dark in my little studio here. I just noticed you guys are missing the end of. So can I get there it is. Stop. That'll do. Yeah, so they're coming in now, so that's all good news. What else we got going on? GeForce Now members can experience it all with high dynamic range on PC, Mac, and Shield TV. There we are. There's your map. There you go. Ashburn, that was the place. I said sand something, didn't I? So you can see we've kind of got this triangulation going on here now. So technically, the East Coast is fairly well served. Florida ain't getting a lot. Dallas is covering a chunk. And then LA, San Jose. So San Francisco and Los Angeles and a lot of the West Coast is good to go. They need to get up to Seattle, though, don't they? Methinks. New Mexico. But a load of the Midwest is completely... they're rolling out for the rest of the year, I believe. So, they're trying to bring a new server on every week. So I'm sure we'll start to see this patched in. I think they've probably done it as far as Europe is concerned. Spain. I mean, Spain and Portugal are down. Italy's down. We've got no Greece either. So there's some still fringe elements to come in play. But I know, talking to Bjorn, he's over here, that he was able to pick up 4080 when it was just Frankfurt and London. So on that basis, I'm sure that the coverage goes a fair old distance, in truth. But hey, Chariot Man, hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Sup, Chariot? Awesome. He's a lovely fella as well, isn't he? Oh no, look, me freaking thing's back again. I hate when that happens. Get out of here. I can't remember if that was the browser thing. It's when you hover over an image. You see that? I think it's either a browser thing or it's to do with an instance of WordPress, which might be what they're using. So Chicago, Montreal bring the number of cities up to 10. Ashburn, Dallas, LA, San Jose, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, London, and Paris. I'm off to Paris next year. Woohoo! The Olympics. Here's a few reasons to upgrade. Blah, blah, blah. We know them all. Spring forward with the new games. Brava. Commanding Force. Operation Commanding Force, the newest season of Year 8 for Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, now available for members to stream. The update brings a new attacker named Brava, equipped with a kludge. I take it back if I bought a kludge. A gadget that can disrupt enemy electronic devices and even take over some of them to turn the tides of battle. So what else we got here, guys? That's on top of the 8 games. That's better than the 3 last week, isn't it? Windstar! Hello, brother. How are you, my friend? Windstar's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Big wave to Windstar. We've got Hotel Renovator, Clash, Artifacts of Chaos, Figment 2, Creed Valley, Monster Energy Supercross, Big Ambitions, Call of the Sea, Grid Legends, Scars Above. I've played Call of the Sea. I played it with my daughter. I'm sure it came out on Xbox. Thoroughly enjoyed that game. It's a nice puzzle game. There's no fighting and death and stuff. It's a really nice, I wouldn't say family, not young family, but I played it with my daughter when she was late teens. So certainly teens as a family game. Let's have a quick look at these anyway. Let's go over to Steam. Let me just try and shrink this down so you guys get a better experience, because I've gone full street. There we go, it's a bit better. We've gone full screen. Hiccups. I am dark. I'm sorry about this. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. It's my camera, my light not working, which is annoying. Very, very annoying. But that's okay. We'll focus on the screen. So, Hotel Renovator. Here we are. Unleash your inner designer. Is she famous? The woman up here. Is she like I don't know, in wherever this game was made, let's say it was America, is she well known for doing those kind of do them up type shows? Don't sleep on Call of the Sea. Zero's there with me as well. It's a great game, isn't it, my friend? Absolutely brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it. We completed it, but it's a real little puzzler. Definitely one not to sleep on. You're so right there, my friend. It's a great little game. Hotel Renovator looks quite fun though. You know, there's in that kind of do up a place and flip it kind of a thing. These simulators, oh look at this. It's like an Airbnb thing. I should imagine this is quite a lot of fun. I struggle with these just simply because, like a lot of these things, you've got to give it time to do it properly. And, you know, how can you? I'll tell you what, guys, let me pull up a separate screen. I'm going to pop it over here and make it very white. Very white. By typing white. There we go, that's better. It means I can't see. There we go. I wanted to see the chat as well, so that's good. I can. So we've got a bit better view of me now. There you go. That's that one. That could be fun. I'm not going to knock it. I think that could be fun. Oh, hang on. Let's go back. Whoops. Forward. How much was it? £16. That's all right. It's been out. It's actually only been out a couple of days. And it's got mostly positive reviews, 256 positive reviews, and it's £16.79. That's actually not bad at all. 𝒍𝒆, if you get a chance to play Dead Cells DLC, Return to Castlevania, in my humble opinion, it is a masterpiece and the best game so far. Dead Cells. I will check it out, my friend. I'm not familiar with the cells of death. Oh look, you've got a band playing in the hotel and stuff. So I guess as a hotel renovator, you get to rent out the rooms in the hotel for weddings and stuff, bar mitzvahs, hire rock. I'll be there. That could be quite cool. It's definitely one to check out, I reckon. What else we got? Clash, Artifacts of Chaos. That one comes out today. Let's have a little look. Oh, this looks quite nice. Yeah, it's out today. Single-player RPG. It's sort of graphic style. Reminds me a little bit of... what's its face? I've forgotten. You know, the hand-drawn illustration, weird thing with the annoying robot. What's it called, guys? Anyway, look, it'll come to me. $24.99. Currently listening in from the barbers, Eddie. Nice one, my friend. Nice one. Having your chops chopped. That's what we like. Keeping yourself nice and trim. But anyway, this looks okay. It looks all right. What was I thinking? I can't get it into my head. What's the game I'm thinking of? There's 3 of them, and it's a first person, and it's hand kind of illustrative, weird voices and stuff. Anyway, you know what I'm thinking of. It looks a bit like that. Figment 2. Do you remember Figment on Stadia? It was actually a really good little game. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting all these videos. I thought I turned all this off. So it's gone out today, first time. It's Bedtime Digital. These guys are based in Denmark, I believe. And I really feel for them. They're only a little studio. They had success with the first couple of games, Figment and a couple of others. And they've been really, really pushing hard to try and promote this. Getting out some copies for reviews and things. But I really enjoyed Figment. It's definitely the kind of game. I love puzzle games. I love games. I don't mind shooting and looting and all the other stuff, but there's definitely fun in trying to work out how to, use the mechanic to your advantage and stuff. And it looks pretty cool. And it's $18.69. It's reduced, so it's it's not a bad price. Give it a go. Looks like this guy's live. Looks like they've got him in for a bit of a launch party or something. Miss Phoenix, I played Figment on the Switch. It was just a couple of pounds in the sale. Yeah, you can pick up Figment very, very low priced. I've got a feeling it's even out there for free on certain streaming services. But this is their brand new title, so yeah, let's show them some love, bless them. Monster Energy Supercross, you know what these are all about. They keep popping these out there, don't they? They have a definite fan base. I don't know. I imagine they update every year with new sponsor logos and stuff like that. I doubt it's much of a change to the base mechanics and the engine and so on. Let's go back and actually see there's a video. There we go. Let's have a quick look at the video as long as the audio's off. I hate the fact that I've got no light. It's actually really annoying me. But yeah, I mean, it's again, if this is your jam, and a lot of people do love this kind of thing, it's a full price game, mind you. You're looking at £45. So you've got to be definitely committed, but I know that it has a fan base. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And lots of DLCs and stuff. You probably pick up the older games now really cheap as well. Not my thing, but then most things aren't. Big ambitions. Always. Okay, another kind of sim type game. City Skyline, of course, came out on Game Pass this week, and the new version's coming out soon with all sorts of stuff. Yeah, if it's your thing, it's there. Call of the Sea. Now, 2 reasons why this is good. 1, I played it and loved it. 2, it's free today on Epic. Here it is. I'm actually going to claim it because it was on Game Pass, and I don't know for certain that it's still there, but it is a £20 value. So it's definitely one to go and claim. But I do recommend, look, it's not for everybody. If you're not into puzzles, if you don't like the kind of thing where you've got to think, there's a lot of thinking in this. So, it's not going to be for everybody. I put that out there right now. But it is a good little game, and I bet it looks amazing on PC, because on Xbox it was an older game, but it was a very pretty game nonetheless. Yeah, good. I might even give this another go with my daughter, actually. See if we can remember the puzzles. It's good. It's got a little payoff at the end. Interesting little story, a little bit of a twist. I believe that there is an earlier game that introduces the characters. I forget what it was called. But I'm sure you could pick that up for a song as well. Good. Enjoyed that one. 𝒣𝒐𝒻𝒻 Supercross was free through PlayStation Plus one time. Really? That's interesting. Don't think it is anymore, is it? Yeah, I played Figment. No, we did that one. Let me get my light back. It's so terrible. Oh, when the kit don't work, the kit don't work. My kit don't work. Grid Legends, Steam or EA. They mentioned this. Obviously, this is their big lead story coming today. It's not exactly new, mind you. 24th of Feb, so it's a year old. But very positive, 1,017 positive reviews. But still, full price, $50, a year on from when it launched. But there you go. I mean, Codemasters, they are absolutely British company. A couple of twin brothers, if I remember rightly. Might be wrong. But they are by far the best at this kind of a thing. And you know what? If you like your Grid Legends, go and play it. Give it a go. What else? Finally, Scars Above. Now, this looks really good. It's just a month, not even a month, sorry. A couple of weeks old. It's an adventure, and it looks freaking good. It's kind of got the kind of Forspoken, Returnal look to it, I think. I don't think that it's a roguelite. Scars Above is a challenging, that's always a word I don't like, sci-fi third-person action-adventure shooter combining the rewarding feel of overcoming difficulty with a compelling and intricate story set in a mysterious alien world. $35. And, you know, what can I say? I haven't seen anybody playing it. I haven't heard any reviews. I think it looks really good. I think I've got a request out somewhere. Look at this, it's 29 quid. If you go to Fanatical, link down below by the way, you can get it for £5 off. In fact, more than that, nearly £6 off. I think Meg is doing a first look on Scars Above today. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, well, she's a GFN ambassador as well. Only they don't give me codes. I'm the forgotten ambassador. Alrighty, there you go. So that was that. And the one piece of, how are we getting on, by the way, with the old 5 people? Let me just refresh the screen here. 9 people. We've got nearly 4 minutes left. Come on, you lot. Get in there. Yes. Final bit of news before we do the wall. This is the Motley Fool. I don't know if you've ever looked at the Motley Fool. It's a great website. Really, really good financial advice. Loads of tutorials and tips and tricks if you've got any kind of ambition to get into finance. It's maths. So I've already told you why. I don't own any stocks. It's maths. Can't be bothered. But this is an interesting little article. So this comes hot on the heels of an NVIDIA quarterly announcement. So they put out their, big thing about their AI involvement, and they do a lot of stuff in the AI arena. But they said very little about GeForce Now. Fourth quarter results that were out there, down 0.01%, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. But this article says, you know what, The thing they didn't mention that's probably their biggest growth sector is GeForce Now, cloud gaming, which is really interesting. They reckon it's a $42 billion market in a relatively short space of time, and that GeForce Now is at the top of that tree. Therefore, they are set to take a massive slice of that market. Now, I know everyone's going to say xCloud have got more users, and 𝒍𝒑𝒆𝒍 are claiming 10 million and all that stuff. But as we've said before, Xbox's xCloud service is part of a package. If you were to strip it away completely and let it float out on its own, that's the only way you can do a like-for-like comparison, because Game Plan is a massively successful subscription service, and if you have Ultimate, which I think most people probably do if they have Game Pass, that extra few bucks for what you get, of course, includes xCloud. So you could argue that it has a larger audience, but we still don't really know what scale of audience. With 𝒍𝒑𝒆𝒍, though, and with GeForce Now, and with Black Nut and Atomic and all those guys, this is all they do. It's all they do. Well, Nvidia does a load of other stuff, but GeForce Now. So, they're the ones to think about in terms of will they control the market. It's the same with PlayStation. Gutted yesterday, the new operating system was released for PlayStation. Not a sign of an improvement on their cloud service, or the rollout of PS5s for cloud, which was rumoured just a few months ago. Kind of gutting. Anyway, the cloud gaming market's growth is just getting started, according to the Motley Fool. I think it's owned by Yahoo, but I may be wrong. Video game data and analytics provider 𝒢𝐻𝒐 estimates that this industry generated $2.4 billion in revenue last year, a massive leap, 73% over the gaming industry's 2021 revenue of 1.37. I don't know what they base that on. What's more, the cloud gaming market's terrific growth last year came at a time when the overall video gaming market was in a state of decline. According to 𝒢𝐻𝒐, the global video gaming industry's revenue was down 4.3%, which is interesting. To 180. Surging inflation, the fear of a potential recession, and the fact that gamers spent a lot of money on hardware during the pandemic weighed on the market. So they're saying, cloud's the word. We've been saying it for how long, guys? How long? Since when was this a surprise? What's great, though, is to see, when the markets hook into this kind of thing, that's when it starts to take off. Think about AI and how that's exploded just recently. ChatGPT, and then Bing rolling it out, and now Google are going gaga over trying to get their stuff out as well. And, the saddest thing of all is Stadia. Stadia is going to forever be the saddest story, because I'm absolutely convinced in the future of cloud. And just this week, they actually take you there and show you this. This is crazy. Little news story. A very quick jump over here to, I saw this on Twitter earlier as well. Google's Immersive Stream. Do you remember Immersive Stream? It was largely that tech that they were going to roll out to businesses like Warner Brothers to put Batman video games out there and stuff. They've killed it off. They've literally, Jack Booser, remember him, says we're not offering that streaming option anymore because it was tied to Stadia. So unfortunately, when we decided to not move forward with Stadia, that sort of business-to-business offering could no longer be offered as well. They are backpedaling at the fastest possible rate. If they keep going, they'll fly off the earth. Just so sad. So sad. That's it. I mean, as far as Google is concerned, they are no longer in the cloud gaming business. Boom, dead. Such a shame. Such a shame. I think it's a massive shame because, quite simply, look at the market and where it's going. I mean, it's definitely a growth industry. So there you go, Google. And now Google are floundering because on every metric they're getting outbeaten You know, the Edge browser with Bing, if you look at the numbers, it's now gone stratospheric in comparison to Chrome. I love it. I use it all the time. I've been using it well before Bing introduced ChatGPT into it, but now it just adds an extra layer. I've got to be honest though, even using raw ChatGPT, the base playbook, whatever it's called, the playground, still doesn't do an amazing job when you ask certain queries. I asked it something yesterday. I asked it for information on somebody, and it gave me this information with a phone number. And when I then went to normal search, I found out that it just anonymized it, and the whole thing was not real. So you've got to be careful. But I'm loving what Microsoft are doing right now in all sorts of areas. And you know, this is what happens. We've seen it all the time. These things are cyclical. Google come out with all of these massive services. They take over the world, and then they leave the giants going, what just happened? But they've got enough cash to build up in the background. Boom. Yeah, it's all going to happen. Rock Show. I saw Lo-Fi wrote an article about Google wanting to use their tech to help gaming developers with live service games. Do you know anything about it? I genuinely think they've killed it all off, mate. That's the way it looks. They said they're not done with cloud gaming. Well, Jack Booster says they are. I don't know what to suggest. Cowboy says, I'm sure all of these cloud users are the same people who use xCloud, Boostroid, and GFN. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't have Boostroid I do have a Boostroid account, but I don't use it. Because it's 1080p. I'm not interested in 1080p. Call me an old slapper. But I'm not. If I play on my Xbox Series X, I get minimum 1440 and 120 and whatever. It looks amazing. Atomic Heart. Oh man, I lost my heart to Atomic Heart. I just cannot get enough of that game. I mean, brilliant. Love it. And it's really, so many people don't like it. Forget the whole kind of thing about, Russia. But so many people go, oh, it's not for me. I love it. It's such an original game. Loving it. And then on my PlayStation, I've got 4K and I can do all my stuff there and it's amazing. Or I can go to Shield and I can play GeForce Now. And even if I wasn't an ambassador, I would pay for Ultimate. So I'm not interested in the 1080p services because don't need them. Anyway, oh, look at that. It's all over the place. You got most of it in, didn't we? Let's get over to the wheel, shall we? Let me just firstly, because I haven't checked, make sure that it's there. Okay, need a little bit of work. 1 second, guys. First one's okay. Oh, I need to go and grab the winners first. Right, 12 of you. That's all right. We'll grab you. Just make sure. Sometimes a few extras. No, that's it. Right, we'll grab you. Okay, let's go back to GFN. There we are. Just bear with me 1 second while I interact with the wheel. There it is. I spoke to Primo yesterday. Do you remember Primo? He's actually gallivanting around the world for work. So at the moment he's in Thailand, he's got to go to Canada, all sorts of places. So he's going to be away for a little while. Great guy. All right, let's close that down. That's it. Good. All right, that's that one done. And now let me get the games. Games, daily games. There we are. Close that down. Good stuff. Right. Come out of studio, mate. Let's go to the Wheel of Fortune. Here we are, guys. And Martin's arrived. Hello, Martin. I think, says Martin, the mass market is not ready for cloud gaming. Depends what you call the mass market, isn't it? I was thinking this earlier because I was thinking of, in no context whatsoever, I was thinking about the kind of games I like and how different they are to, say, the games that Bjorn likes. And there's no right or wrong about it. Just as some people love sports or classical music or cycling. or food. You know, some people are massive meat eaters and some people are vegans. In gaming, there's just this vast differential. So Bjorn loves his Sims and his kind of board games and things, and I run a million miles away from those. But the games I love, so I'm really enjoying Atomic Heart. He didn't like it at all. We're all so different. And it means that, you know, in terms of the mass market, there is a market that is absolutely switched on to cloud gaming. The mass market of cloud gaming is the potential of the mass market of cloud gaming. You can't lump all of gaming. You cannot simply say that because somebody loves playing on a Nintendo Switch, they will ever be a cloud gamer. So for me, you can't... The entire market is a ridiculous objective until such time as it just happens. And that could be some years off. For now, I believe that the market for people who are interested, if you segment them down, is big and growing bigger all the time. So that's my mass market. It's I don't subscribe to. I don't even like the term gaming. That's like I watch a lot of different shows on TV. So do I like TV? Oh, he likes TV. No, I don't. I happen to like a few shows on a few channels quite selectively. TV is the medium. There are a few games that I love, a few genres of game, and I happen to like cloud gaming. That is my medium. So just like Inuits have whatever it is, 2,000 words for snow, I think we need to start thinking about not using that big lump. It's a really old term, and it goes back to when there pretty much were only one or two ways to play video games. I don't even like the term video game. What the hell's that all about? And you're right, Martin, these days gaming straddled so many strata of entertainment. Do you see my point? It's a bit philosophical, but I just think if you're just going to constantly suggest that cloud gaming is only going to be a thing once everybody potentially has access to it or is interested in it, then you've missed the point. Entertainment. Right, let's spin these freaking wheels because I think that, oops, didn't mean to pull the settings up. I think that William is streaming. If he is, it's probably among us, I would reckon. So let's get this first one going. Let's see. It was Adam yesterday, young rouster, who had he had a few horses in the race. It has to be said, he did. Let's see who's going to do it today. Whoa! It's the little slide belly. Right. Let's see. Oh no, it's getting dangerously close to rouster again. I'm not letting it happen 2 days in a row, mate. I think it's going to be Dan. Could be Jack. Boom! There we go. It's 𝒍𝐸𝐼 today. 𝒍𝐸𝐼. Right. So, young Dan, what's he doing about his website? I'm desperate for him to launch his cloud gaming website. Desperate. Let's see what Dan's going to get today. Here we go. You did. You almost did do it 2 days in a row. What's Dan got today? La 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 la. Terrain of magical. Everybody gets choose your own games these days. Oh, he's got terrain of magical expertise. Woo! I've no idea what that is, but I'm sure he'll love it. Let me go. It's all dark. There we go. Oh no, I've lost me. I've got to close me light down. I'm determined to find that light. What's it called? I thought it was just Elgato. It's not Elgato Camera Hub. Wavelink. Capture utility. I don't know. Apps. I don't know. I can't be bothered with it. Freaking Elgato. I've gone all dark. I'm so sorry, everybody. Oh, On that great song. It was pretty cool, wasn't it, Martin? On that note, I think I'm going to call it a day because I need to go and put 50p in the meter. Stadia source exactly in lead. Exactly, my friend. Nems was the days, weren't they, my bro? Used to write for Stadia source, didn't you, dude? I loved Stadia source. Shadow Rock. I know it is, isn't it? It's not. It's embarrassing. There you go. There's a bit of light. There's a bit of light on the situation. Hang on a minute. Let's get that back over there. There we are. Right, guys. I'm sorry. Well, there we are. That's Thursday done. One more day till the weekend. Members Friday tomorrow, don't forget. So if you are, and so many of you are, so thank you very, very much if you're a member. Tomorrow is exclusively a draw for you. You could be up for Horizon Zero Dawn. You never know. So keep an eye out for that. Now, in terms of Rock players, which is, what time's your Capcom, Caseball? Excuse me. I get hiccups, I don't know why. Caseball, what time is the Capcom event? I hope it doesn't clash with my good friends over at Rock Players. It's there tonight. I was going to see who the guests are. Let me have a quick look. So obviously Martinez and Bjorn are going to be your regular hosts. I know a lot of people say it's called Rock Players and it's on your channel. Why aren't you on it? So the plan was that I would always do the 5 o'clock. This is my gig, right? The 5 o'clock one. And the reason I wanted more shows later in the day, but it's difficult for me personally with family and age. So I decided to set shows up with up and coming hosts, people that I think are going to be massive, and just to kind of give them some exposure so that you guys get familiar, and by being familiar you end up subscribing to their channel and enjoying their particular brand of content creation. So at this moment in time, that's my lovely friends Bjorn and Martinez, but more the merrier, and anybody else who has an idea would like to come on my channel and choose a slot, you are more than welcome. I can guarantee you a reasonable audience, and as Bjorn will tell you, it does do wonders overall. It's a really good mechanism. But anyway, that's going to be on later. I hope Ant can make it. Ant, are you able to join later? Check this out when you're done. I sent you the article about Google Cloud. Thank you, my friend. Helping live stream games. That's their cloud focus. So what you have to bear in mind, Ant, is even before Stadia, they had a cloud game hosting service as part of their cloud hosting service, which I believe was their second most profitable business line. It's the same for IBM, it's the same for Microsoft Azure, it's the same for Amazon Web Services. All of them have had streaming services for their hosting, which include cloud game streaming. All of them have had it. So it could just be that they're promoting those services. It doesn't mean that they have anything to do with Stadia, which is what Jack Busey was saying, or Boos, or whatever his name is what they're killing off completely, which I think is such a shame. It was so advanced. It's definitely the Betamax, isn't it, of gaming. Sorry, a bit late. I was going to have today and tomorrow off work. Well, I had to go to work today and tomorrow. Oh no, that's a shame, dude. Oh, well, hopefully I'll give you the weekend off. So 10 p.m. I think Caseball said that's 10 p.m. UK, so that's good. That will be pretty much towards the end of Rock Players. So there's your night's entertainment, guys. Go and grab yourself some Rock Players. They will cover the news, but in far more detail with some really interesting discussions. And then straight after that, you can watch the Capcom show. Wow, that's amazing. Got it all sorted. Question is, with GFN partnership with Microsoft, do we see a dominance in data centers? Could be. My company uses Microsoft Azure for all our hosting of our clients. Ubisoft had access to it 2 years before Stadia was launched. There you go. I know it had been out for quite some time, and you know, it's all of these services, all your Boostroids and everything, none of them are using their own setup. They're all using an infrastructure that is well known to you. Believe it or not, IBM has one of the most prolific, and yet you never hear it mentioned. But yeah, it's all going on out there. See you all, guys. Yeah, that's what I should be saying, Martin. Got caught up in another bit of chit-chat there, didn't we? Thank you, guys. Please, please, please go and see my good friends later for Rock Players in just under 2 hours. I just wanted to quickly see if they had confirmed guests. So let me have a look. So definitely, obviously, Bjorn and Martinez. Doragon is in for the show. Excellent. Oh, that's definitely worth watching. Doragon, you kept that one secret, mate. Yeah, that would be brilliant. Now, I did suggest Eddie. Have they approached you, Eddie? Because you'd be a fantastic guest. Purple was going to try to join if she can, which would be cool. But there's a few folk couldn't make it. Oh, Eddie couldn't make it. But Chocotoko says he can do an hour and a half. So there you go. So we've definitely got Doragon and Choco. Oh, it's a shame Eddie couldn't make it. I was really hoping. What about you, 𝒣𝒡? Can you come on tonight? Oh, we can't. We don't have to talk about... We won't promise we won't talk to you about Ubisoft. Can you not just come on and talk about gaming in general? Would that break an NDA? I mean, it wouldn't break any NDA I've ever seen, and I've seen quite a few. IBM has been cloud gaming services, I heard. Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time, Martin, a long time. They're definitely up there, top 4 or 5. But anyway, guys, if you're interested, and don't forget, they also have the open mic thing, so there will be a link if you want to join in. I'm desperately trying to get Miss Phoenix on the show, and she was watching last week. I could tell she was wrecking the joint, not wrecking, to see whether she could, lower her standards enough. So I hope she comes on as well. Maybe not this week, but soon. She's very good, actually, Miss Phoenix. If you check her out on Twitch, she hasn't done anything for a while, but she's a great streamer, a great game streamer. Martin can after the 28th of April. Well, that's very precise. Should we pick a time, Martin? Should we say 7:48 and 13 seconds? Just to be absolutely sure. It would be good to have you on, my friend. It genuinely would. It'd be very good. Oh, right, I'm getting out of here. All my family are out, by the way. This is why I'm dragging my heels. They went off to the pictures, to the cinema, to see, what's it called? What's Love Got to Do with It? Nothing to do with Tina Turner, but it looks quite good. Sort of in the 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill vein. You know, that kind of a film. One for the chicks, for sure. For the flicks, for the chicks. So I'm going to go and play Atomic Heart. Oh, Ant, guess what I've got coming tomorrow? Rental. Forspoken. Woohoo! That's my next jam, dude. So I'll be giving that a little bit of a play. Getting into that. Looking forward to that for sure. Miss Phoenix, at the moment, Thursday's a Last of Us night. Thursday's a Last of Us night? It comes out on the weekend. We watch the episode, then play the game. Oh, bless. That's cute, isn't it? It's cute. Once the series is done, I may join. There's only one more episode, isn't there, next week? I've yet to watch this week's, which I've been told is a corker. So I might even watch that now, actually. I might go and heat up some of yesterday's dinner and watch that. Yeah, Rock, you'll have to give me your thoughts on Forspoken. Absolutely, dude. I've been looking forward to it. So I'll be playing that next. Hogwarts, I've got to be honest, even though I've now been playing on the PC, it's not grabbing me. I didn't want to say this out loud because it's like the most popular game in the world ever since, Jesus 4. It's like, but it's not happening for me. I don't know why. I've never a Harry Potter fan, and I don't know whether that's got anything to do with it. I'm rubbing my legs because I feel really exposed having said that. But I will. You're right, Miss Phoenix. I am going to keep going with it. I bought it. I just wish it was on GeForce Now. So I could just fire it up. It's a bit of hassle for me having to come out here, turn on the PC, go back in, fire it up and stuff. But anyway, I will. I promise I will. I'm not just going to write it off. You know what I'm like. I did the same with Ragnarok. I was like, ugh. But in the end, I loved it. I think Hogwarts Legacy is for fans of Potter, says Martin. I think there's definitely a thing about that, my friend. Rock Show, I would love to hear you do like a 5-minute game review or game discussion. Well, yeah, so the thing is with my gaming stuff tends to go live when I want to do it rather than me, because gaming is my main hobby. It really is. I just feel that if I was to, and this is why I've never done an all gaming streaming channel, because I've kind of feel that if I was to set myself times of the week where I'm streaming it as content, I wouldn't enjoy it, you know? So what I tend to do is I'm sat there and I think, oh, I think I'll stream a bit of Atomic Heart. And there's no rhyme or reason to the time. And typically I only get 2 people turn up. But it's fine because I tend to do it on Twitch and then I export it to YouTube. And that's where it gets the views anyway. So it's quite nice. It's intimate. And it's me just chatting about the game. If you watch my last Atomic Heart play, which is on the channel, that's very much a review. It's very much a kind of, you know, discussion about the game and the politics and things that I've discovered about the game and stuff. I think you'll like it. The downside is that I'm not using a professional mic, so it's, you know, it doesn't tend to be quite as good. But there you go. And Raven says and by the way, Raven, I loved Valhalla. I can see the logo there. Absolutely adored that. I'm definitely a fan of Harry Potter, but I do not have Hogwarts Legacy yet. I've seen most of the game from watching streams, but I really want to play it. Oh, definitely, my friend. It's a shame I did give it away back wrong. I might do another Hogwarts giveaway, actually, because it's so freaking massively, hugely popular. I just stream when I feel like it. Yeah, exactly, Martin. That's it for me. I mean, my shows are timed. I do this every day at the same time, and it's great because it's just me and you guys, and we chat and we have fun, and it's just to chill out. But if I was having to play a game as well, I just don't think I would enjoy the game. And I think that would reflect in the quality of the content, if that makes sense. So my favourite, I love doing these with you, and I love doing Rock Show with Ray and William and David, because it's just manic and fun, and it just makes me laugh and fills me with joy. But I do game stream. It's just they are random, so you know, keep an eye out for that. If you see me doing it, you're more than welcome to pop in and say hi. But I don't know that I'll ever get to a point where I do it as part of a regular thing, because it's just not what I'm wanting my channel to be, if that makes sense, weirdly. Right, how many times am I going to say goodbye before I go? I'm just having a look. It's sorry, just reading a tweet because I wondered if it was going to be more about rock players, but it isn't. It's nothing to do with rock players at all. Same here, says Eddie. I love a stream, but it's when I can fit one in and I feel like it. Yeah, sometimes you're right, mate. And oftentimes I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. So, it's only, I play a lot. I play every single day, and it's just very occasionally that I think, oh, I feel quite chipper. I think I'll go live, but very selectively. Oh, just have a text message from my daughter. Got pizza for your tea, so don't cook. Whoa, pizza. Woo, nice. They had a deal. Listen to this for a deal. They went to the cinema, pictures as I call it, the flicks, right? And here was the deal. So you've heard the film. If they bought a £10, let's call it $12 pizza, they got into the movie for free. What a deal! Pizza for a tenner, free movie. And it was £8.25 normally to go in to see the movie. That's what I call a deal. Wow. Eddie says, oh, nice. I'm in the middle of making fajitas. Ah, yes. I kept off the food until just that moment, Eddie. Do you remember yesterday we talked about calzone? And Eddie was like, oh, mate, you've got me hankering for... He literally went off and got some. Sent me a picture. Rock Show, what do you think is your more favourite hobby? Content creation or playing video games? Flip. Oh, mate. Oh, it's got to be video games, hasn't it? I think. I don't know. I love content creation. Well, I love the lazy content creating. Yeah. I could do so many things. I have so many ideas sometimes, but it's so much effort to make video. And you know this, Ant does it on his, do you know, Ant literally edits his stuff on his phone. I mean, that's like a real hat off. That's a proper tip of the old 10-gallon, that is. And they're great quality as well. He does such a good job. But I don't know, I just can't get the energy up for it. That song video, that 4-minute video, right, so I got back off my coaching at about midday, had something to eat, and then I set about putting that video together. It took me 3 hours to make that little 4-minute thing, to cut it right and line the two up and and source those videos and put them all together and stuff. Takes forever. You know this, Ant. But this kind of a thing I love. You know, it's just me, you, and we're just reliant on conversation and chill. That's it. That's all. That's what I love. I don't know though. In the future, I mean, you know what? Times change, don't they? Life changes, things change, you know. I think the two things about video game playing and to a degree content creation is these are things that you can do for most of your adult life. Right? I mean, you know, it's no longer taboo to play games at 56, for example. You know, when people used to sort of 20 years ago, they said, "Are you into video games at your age?" Well, hang on. Now, you know, most people played them, haven't they? Unless it's great-grandparents or grandparents. And moving forward, that's going to be the case. So, you know, that's the thing. I've often thought to myself, if I was, you know, if God forbid something happened to me and I was incapacitated, for example, there's always this still. I can still do this. I can still play games. You know, as long as I've still got a brain and a mouth, I can do this kind of stuff. Oh, thank you, Curly. Appreciate that, my friend. It's amazing how long these things can take. But you know, Ant's the guy. I mean, my massive hat off to Ant, because his live stuff is 4 hours plus long. You know, I mean, I would do longer. I'm really going beyond the thing today. I would do longer, but I kind of have an unwritten rule with SPG that I break it out so it doesn't, you know, so that he doesn't lose audience. I'm just having a look. I don't think he's actually live. Ubisoft are live. What are they streaming? For Honor and Novara Media, which is a great political channel I love to watch. So actually, it doesn't look as if he's live. Simply Pwned. I know that he does have some significant medical things coming up. No, I don't think he's live. Oh, okay, I don't feel so bad now. Which is going to take him out for a while. But yeah, I mean, I would happily go on beyond the hour, but an hour feels good. And I know for a lot of you guys, like Adam Rouster, it's your lunchtime. And, you know, other guys just getting home and you're about to have your dinner and stuff. Great song, Rokk. Oh, thank you, Martin. I appreciate that, my friend. I really do appreciate that. Ant says, so you know what, Rokk, I'm trying to stick to 2 hours now, but on Wednesday I will play as long as my wrestling league ends. Do you know, it's the only show I can't watch. I'm not interested in wrestling at all. But again, massive hat off to you for organising that. And you know, and you are so in your comfort zone, aren't you? Being that kind of wrestling compere MC, that's your dream, isn't it? So I love that you're doing that. But I always, before I go to bed, and when my wife typically goes to bed about 9:30 p.m, 10 p.m, And then I'll either get some gaming in, but within a few minutes, I'm itching to go and watch Ant. Just like, who's on live? And then I'll go and typically jump into Ant's show. But I love what he does. He's a good old boy. He's a good old fella. Right, guys, I've said it so many times. I need to let you go. So I will. And I love it so much. I get so emotional at the end of every Wrestling League stream. I thank the guys. I know you do, dude. And I know that's you're absolutely in your element, aren't you? Is there no way you can get into the industry? I mean, can't you can't you do like a show reel and send it into, one of the channels or something, or I mean, surely you've got the cojones to push that. Go for it. Just do it, mate. Just create a show reel and pop it up on YouTube as an unlisted and contact everybody you can in the industry and say, I just want to get into the industry. Look what I've done. I mean, you did so much talent there, brother. You really should do that. Zero Games for me says, I miss not being able to watch And Now Your Mama Knows live. Yeah, I know, dude. I can't watch a whole show. it's like a chocolate bar. I can't eat a whole one because usually even 2 hours takes it up to midnight. Right, come on, you lot, get out of here. Stop pulling me back into the chat. I started to pick up a book time. Oh, I'd so love to get back into reading, Martin. I can't do it. It's concentration. Every year, somebody buys me books, plural, and they sit beside my bed. I've got a pile of them where I've gone no further than chapter 1. Ah, dear. Bless you. You see, this is it. You don't need no raised praise, Ant. You get it on here every day, brother. He knows what I think of him. Right, go on. Go and take care of yourselves and your families. Right. Okay, Rock Show, you take care, and your voice is beautiful. I love the song. Thank you, my friend. I hope you don't mind me indulging you on that. I just kind of want to see the progress. And it's great to get the feedback, particularly from people like Dorrigan, who's a professional singer. To get any kind of praise at all, for me, means that I'm not wasting my time, and hopefully it'll all improve. Okay, I'm pressing the button. See you later. See you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Don't forget, Rock Players, hour and a half. Bye.